Hey guys, so if you ever wondered about replacing your transmission fluid in your Highlander or other Toyota sealed transmissions, they're supposed to have a lifetime fluid in them. Here's the issue, that it's just for the lifetime of the transmission. So the fluid does go bad, it does need to be replaced. And you can take it to a shop, you know, pay $250 for a whole flush. I'm poor, so that's not what I'm doing. So I'm gonna walk you through it, see how you can do it yourself with just a few simple hand tools. First off, you'll need, I got a Harbor Freight transfer pump here, about $5 on sale, a 1/2 inch with, I think it's a 22, but I'll update on that. You need a wrench here with a 10mm socket on it. It doesn't have to be that electric one, just a regular wrench will do. And I have a ratchet with a 6mm Allen, some fluid, this mat, I think I got it for $5 at Walmart, and this is a kitty litter box there from Dollar Tree, and a mixing bowl from Dollar Tree, so $2.50 there. And I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but oh yes, in order to gauge the temperature in the transmission, it needs to be up to operating temp, which I believe is somewhere around 108 to 112 degrees. So you'll need something to measure that. I'll leave a link in the bio for like a little infrared gun that you can put on the pan, and that'll show you it's like 120 degrees or 110 degrees operating temp. Or if you have a scanner, which I do, if you have a scanner, it'll tell you in real time what temperature it is. But let's get into it. Nothing to it but to do it. So I have the hood up, and this is mainly just for light to come down. I really not gonna do anything here. You're down there in darkness, any light helps. On these Highlanders, you can do it while it's on the ground, and I just turn my wheel this way. So we'll need access to, first what you'll want to do is make sure that there's a fill plug over here. So we'll need to take off those two 10mm bolts. So you'll want to make sure that you can loosen the bolt before you drain anything. And the reason for that is, if you drain it and then you can't loosen this bolt over here, the fill bolt, well, you're kind of up Schitt's Creek, because, well, you can't refill it. So that right there is your drain bolt. I believe it's a 22. Let's see. Is it? Fuck, that's weird doing this one hand. It's Friday, so it's long guy day. Ah, son of a bitch. I think it's a 24. So it is a 24. I misspoke. So I've already cracked it loose, and you just want to make sure that it gets loose enough to where you can take it off. If it's your first time opening this, it's going to be a little tight. Anyway. Now we're going to move under the vehicle. Like I said, this is still on the ground, so if I can do it, you can do it. Always remember to have your little tactical cat watching your back 24/7, 365. There he goes. Salem, say hi. All right, so now what you want to do is come down here. And we'll see if we can see it with this guy. There it is. You see that bolt right there? The one with the... right there. That's a 6mm. That's gonna be your drain plug right there. Now we're just gonna. So I just broke it loose with the ratchet. And the 6mm. Now I got the kitty litter tray under there, and you just let it drop out. Now this is a little easier for me because this is the third. This is my third time doing this. What are you doing, cat? This is my third time doing this, so it's a little easier for me. So I'm just gonna let that drain out a little bit, and then we'll put the. Now, transmission fluid is currently warm because I just drove it in here. Then I had some breakfast. But there's a little straw in there, and I'll show you right now, that that's in there that needs to come out. Also with the 6mm wrench guy. So there it is. It started dripping slow. I haven't removed anything from the inside yet. But here we are. I'm gonna put, sorry guys, I'm looking at the camera, not what I'm doing. So if you put this in there, son of a bitch, I didn't pop that off. There's, all right, so now I just broke it loose a little bit. So I broke it loose with the ratchet. Now I put the 6mm back in there. There's a straw in there that needs to come out. Fuck, this is tight. Okay. I gotta get this off. But anyway, you get the point, right? It's in there. I'm gonna get this off with the ratchet. Alright guys, so I just pulled this out. Threw this out, pulled this out. It's a straw that's in there. And now more fluid is coming out. I'm gonna wait for that to finish draining. Alright guys, so I put the straw back in there, and then the plug in there as well. I mean, I don't think y'all want to see that. Simple, pretty self-explanatory. Now I just pull this out slowly, and there's my fluid. Shit. See how brown that looks? I might actually, this is my third one. I might actually have to do a fourth one, but we'll see how that goes, because that looks pretty brown. Yeah, so let me show you what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take this oil here, I'm gonna walk it over here and dump it into this mixing bowl, because this mixing bowl has numbering quarts right there on the side. So we'll see where it measures out. All right, so I just brought it over here and dumped it in here. So see how brown that shit is? It shouldn't be that brown. This is what happens when you wait 150,000 miles to do your change. You end up having to do fucking 4, 5 of them before it starts turning out, you know, the color that it should be, like pink red. Anyway, so I put this in here to measure. We're right around 2 quarts. You can see right there. So what I'm gonna do here is now I'm gonna add probably about 2.5 quarts. Here it is, there's Salem. Watching my back, Rex Kwando. I think I got to where I'm at, but dressing like Peter Pan here. Anyway, sorry, my autism is kicking in. So now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna add about 2.5 quarts, because we're 2 quarts over there, 2 quarts and some change, 2.5 quarts, so I can drain out whatever needs to be drained out, and we'll show you how I do that. All right, so here's what we know. We know that I took out about 2.25 quarts, right? Now I gotta fill it back up with 2.25 quarts. The issue is that it's kind of hard to judge with this jug. I'm sure there's better ways of doing it and shit, but I just don't do it. This is how I'm gonna send it. So I have, that's 3 to 4. I'm sorry, 3 to 2 to 1. So that's 2 quarts right there. So I'm actually gonna put almost all of this in there, maybe all of it, I don't know. And I'll tell you why. Because if I just put the 2 quarts and the quarter, there's gonna be a lot of fluid stuck in this, these hoses and in the pump. So by the time I put it back in there, it's almost all gone. And yeah, so I think I'm just gonna throw the whole thing in there and we'll just drain it out, because the fuck am I gonna save a quarter of a quart of oil for? And here you have this is the Harbor Freight transfer pump, in and out. Obviously this is going in, that's going out. So I'm just gonna pump this up a few times, and then I'm just gonna wait for it. I'm just gonna pump the whole thing out. Stand by. There it is. I don't know why the first one was hard. And you'll hear it. So I put almost all of it in there. It's down here. I pulled the inlet out and then pumped it through to get whatever residual was in here. Now it's probably the hardest part of this whole thing, and it's turning it on and waiting for it to get up to operating temperature. So I'm gonna turn it on for a little bit, let that fluid mix in, because if I just drop the plug right now, I'm just gonna lose all the good fluid that I have in there, right? All the glue fluid's coming out, it's gonna mix in with the shitty fluid. So I'm gonna turn it on, let it move around for a little bit, get up to operating temperature, and then I'm gonna drop that. Then I'm gonna drop that drain fill plug. Yeah. So, and when I mean operating temperature, the temperature of the transmission has to be like 110, somewhere around there, 110 or 112 at minimum. I have a scanner, but if you don't, I'm gonna put a link in the bio for a infrared gun. And you just use it, scan. You just shoot it at the transmission pan until it gets to 110 degrees. Just come in here, turn it on, and I'm gonna hook up my scan tool. Do you need one of these? No. If you get the little infrared gun that I'm gonna link in the bio, you can just turn it on, wait for it to get up to operating temperature based on the temperature of the transmission pan. But I have it, so I'm gonna use it. Shit, so I lied. I got 162,000 miles on this thing, which is way too much for an oil change. Fuck. All right, I have been having no problems with it, so it'll be all right. But automatic transmission oil temperature, I'm at 108. So I'm just gonna wait for that to hit like 110, 112, somewhere around there. And then, yeah. All right, guys, so now I got it up to the operating temperature of 110, 112. Probably a little high, but fuck it. So now I'm gonna go in and remove the drain plug. Come on, get in your hole. Lefty loosey. There you are. And I'm just gonna unscrew the drain plug. And now we're just letting that drip until you see a change in the way it's falling. There it is. Once it starts to trickle, that means that it's filled right to the level of that straw. You see it's starting to slow. And once it changes a little bit, there we go. That's good enough for me. Did you see that change? Boom. We are back in business. That's it. Make sure you put that bolt back in there, and the two 10 millimeters to hold that cover on. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. So like I said, you don't have to, for the probably like the 5th time or so, you don't have to. So I spent maybe, let's say, 20 bucks for the, 25 bucks for the fluid, another 5 for the pump, another 5 for the pump, another 250. So we're at 35. Let's call that 35. So 35 plus your infrared gun, maybe another 10 bucks. So 45 bucks. You can do this twice. 45 bucks plus whatever, random tools that you need to have. Obviously, I'm not counting the tools in. But for 45, 50 bucks, you can do this yourself and save a whole lot of money. Like I said, you have to do this multiple times. For me, anyway, because I got 160,000 miles on it. But she runs good, aside from one busted radiator that I had. And that's been the only problem with this truck. And some locks. But other than that, man, nothing to it but to do it. Thanks for watching, guys. Y'all have a great day.